our love is public. No, honestly, I never imagined this day arriving so soon. For long time, our relationship existed quietly, inside hidden messages, inside late night calls too, inside nervous smiles and secret moments too. We protected it carefully, protected each other too, because honestly, the world can become cruel toward love it doesn't understand immediately. So we stayed quiet, stayed careful too, not because our feelings weak, but because they mattered deeply instead. People rarely understand that sometimes privacy becomes protection, especially when hearts still fragile too. I remember how nervous you sounded once when asking me quietly what happens if everyone finds out. Honestly, I didn't know how answer properly because part of me wanted holding your hand publicly, saying your name proudly, too, while another part feared judgment, rejection, distance too. Love complicated. That way, sometimes happiness arrives holding fear too. Still, despite all uncertainty, we continued loving each other anyway, continued choosing connection instead of hiding from feelings, and honestly, that courage changed us. Slowly, we stopped whispering everything, stopped deleting messages too, stopped pretending our hearts weren't already attached deeply. There were still moments panic returned, especially when someone asked questions, especially when friends noticed changes too. They noticed the softness inside my voice whenever your name appeared, noticed how quickly I smiled around you too. Honestly, love, difficult hiding forever. Eventually, feelings shine through eyes, through small details too. People started guessing before we admitted anything, some jokingly, some seriously too. And every time my heart raced immediately because secrets feel safer until suddenly they don't anymore. Eventually, one photo changed everything. Such ordinary photo, honestly, just us, together smiling. Nothing dramatic, nothing inappropriate either, yet somehow that image said everything. The way we looked at each other, the comfort between us, too. People noticed immediately. Messages started arriving constantly. Friends asking questions, relatives confused, too. Some supportive, some shocked. Instead, honestly, my hands shook while reading everything because suddenly private love became public conversation instead. They're nowhere left hiding. No, everyone knew, everyone talking. Two, I expected panic honestly, expected regret. Two, instead something unexpected happened. I felt relief, real, overwhelming relief too, because after so much hiding, after so much fear, too, truth finally existed openly. Instead, no more pretending strangers, no more carefully changing subjects to our love stood visible now, and honestly, despite fear, that visibility felt freeing too. You called me that night, voice trembling slightly too, asking softly, "Are you okay right now?" Honestly, hearing your worry made my heart ache because even during chaos, you still focused on protecting me. I laughed nervously before answering, I think so. Then suddenly, we both became quiet, emotionally quiet, too, because deep down, we understood everything changed. Now, our relationship no longer private story. It became public reality. Instead, people formed opinions quickly. Some kind, some cruel. Too, that part hurt honestly. Seeing strangers judge connection they barely understood properly. People always think they know everything. From few photos, few moments, to they never see late night. Comfort, never see emotional safety. Either they only see surface. Instead, still despite judgment, despite gossip, two, one truth remains stronger. I loved you sincerely, and you loved me too. That certainty helped me survive criticism because honestly, public attention, emotionally exhausting, everyone suddenly watching, everyone suddenly discussing your heart too. I wasn't prepared for that. Neither were you, honestly. There were moments we both doubted, moments fear returned again, especially after hurtful comments. Too, I remember you crying once, asking whether this pressure would destroy us eventually. Honestly, hearing pain inside your voice hurt more than public judgment ever could, because attention manageable sometimes. Seeing someone you love suffering that unbearable. Instead, I told you softly, look at me. We survived hiding together. We can survive visibility too. Honestly, I don't know whether those words healed you completely, but I meant them because despite everything, despite fear, too, I no longer wanted loving you secretly forever. Love deserves breathing space, deserves sunlight, too, and maybe ours finally found that even while shaking slightly inside it, our love is public. Now, people know our names, our faces, too. Some support us, some misunderstand. Instead, but honestly, after spending so long terrified of being seen, there's something beautiful about finally existing, openly anyway, because love becomes exhausting when constantly hidden, and despite all challenges, despite public attention too, I still look at you with same softness as before, still feel peace beside you too, which honestly means our love survived its greatest fear already, being seen by the world, by the world, and honestly, that visibility still feels strange sometimes. For so long, our relationship belonged only to us, hidden inside private conversations, inside quiet moments too. Now suddenly, people discuss us openly, our names, our photos too. Sometimes I scroll quietly through comments, watching strangers form opinions about love they never experience themselves. Some messages warm, supportive too, others cold, judgmental instead. Initially, every negative word hurt deeply because when your heart attached sincerely, criticism feels personal too, especially criticism towards someone you love. I could handle people judging me, but seeing them judge you, that affected me differently because behind all the public attention, I still saw your soft heart, still saw your fears too. People online never see those things, they see images, they invent stories instead. One comment called our love unnatural. Honestly, reading that sentence made anger rise immediately, not because stranger hated us, strangers hate many things, but because I knew how gentle, how genuine our connection actually is. I knew how carefully you loved me too, how patient you stayed during difficult moments, how many times your voice calmed my anxiety late nights too. None of those strangers knew that, yet somehow they still felt qualified to define our relationship. Instead, that realization frustrated me. Honestly, still slowly, I learned something important. Public opinion changes constantly. Real love doesn't always. If connection genuine, it survives. Noise easier. Ours started doing that slowly, carefully. Two, there were beautiful moments. Two, moments I'll never forget. Like first time we walked together without hiding. Distance between us, such ordinary thing honestly, yet emotionally huge for me because previously every touch, every glance too long felt dangerous. Instead, now suddenly sunlight touched us openly, and despite nervousness, I felt free beside you, real freedom, too. I remember you squeezing my hand, asking softly, are people staring at us? Honestly, maybe some were, but at that moment, I realized something deeply important. I cared more about holding your hand than strangers' temporary opinions. Instead, that realization changed me. Fear started losing power slowly because love finally stronger than hiding. Instead, our families reacted differently. Some supportive, some distant too. That part hurt honestly, especially seeing certain people withdraw emotionally. People who once laughed with us, suddenly uncomfortable around us. Instead, I won't pretend that easy. Rejection painful, especially from familiar faces. There were nights I questioned everything, wondering whether public truth worth emotional cost to. During those moments, you always held me closer, always reminded me softly, we survived, worse already, and honestly, you were right, because hiding destroyed us slowly, while honesty hurt sharply. Instead, I'd rather face difficult truth than comfortable lie forever. 2. Sometimes now, I catch myself smiling during ordinary moments because suddenly life simpler in certain ways. I no longer edit stories